Good morning everybody, it's Denise here, Denise Junk Journals UK, and yeah, I'm popping on today to finish my March planner, share my planner with you. It's practically done, but yeah, I haven't visited it with you for a while, so yeah, I'll just let you see the March planner done and let you know what's happening with the April one, which I'll be moving on to because my March one has filled my book. Okay, so before that though, I did say that I would share with you my charity shop haul and my car boot haul, which isn't very much. Haul isn't really a word for it. A few finds, I think, so a few nice ones, a few, yeah, I'm not that fussed about when I got them home, but that's the way it goes. Didn't spend very much money, so the first one is this Wildflowers of the British Isles book, which is a fabulous book. I'm just going to give you a really quick flip through of it because I'm going to take it apart in a minute and take some pages out while you watch. I don't know if you've seen this before. I haven't seen anybody with it, but I'm sure there are junk journals out there who have seen it, who do own it, and yeah, have done a lot with it. Yep, so I'll be taking that apart soon. It is yeah, it's about, what, 3/4 of it is like I've just showed you, and then the back half of it is sort of an off-white creamy page of all the pictures and what they are. You know, that's really lovely text and nice size as well. So yeah, we'll have a look at that one in a minute, but yeah, I was really pleased with that one. Right, what shall we start with? Okay, so you probably spotted the Winter Fairies there. So this one, I bought both of these for £1.50, which was a bargain, yeah. This one is just, yeah, the Winter Flower Fairies out of, don't know what I've done with my Flower Fairies book now. It's mostly in bits anyway. So the small Flower Fairy book that you see me taking apart all the time. So this is just like 1/4 of it. So just the Winter Fairies out of that, but it's exactly the same. It's the exact same pictures, the exact same size as those winter ones in that book. And 75p, which is what I'm saying they were each. You know, that was a good buy, wasn't it, for all those pictures? And then there's this lovely pink page which isn't in the book, and it's got Cecily Mary Barker's signature on there. So we've got that front bit of it that I can tear out there, and the other side of it that I can tear out there. So yeah, so that's a little bit extra. Other than that, it is just the book. And then this one with it from the same lady, it has got a few watermarks on it, but I think this is quite an old book. It feels like the old Ladybird books used to, so yeah, quite stiff, not really sharp images. Oh, it's beautifully clean inside. See what I mean about the images? They look like, yeah, they look like old images, so they are the same as her. They are her paintings, Mary Cecily Barker, or drawings, whichever she did. I think she painted them. But it's on beautiful, beautiful thick paper. I wish you could feel it. You know, you just know it's old just because of the paper it's printed on. And it's got no date in it at all. No date. Now Neil has looked them up on the internet, these books, and there are plenty of them about £3, something like that. But we can't find a date for it either on the internet, so yeah, I don't know. It's just something about the loveliness of the paper. They're going to come apart well as well. Yeah, and the pictures, you know, some of them I prefer to the really ones that have been sharpened and brightened up. Yeah, some of them I like that more, not muted exactly, but all blurry, but you know, just a bit, yeah, not as sharp, not as in your face. Actually look like paintings. Yeah, so I was really pleased with that anyway. So that was another Flower Fairy one. And then in another charity shop there was 5 children's books for £1. Now one of them is really, when I got home, it's really not suitable. I'm not really going to show you. I'll show you the front of it, but I won't show you the pictures in it. I got it because it's black and white and it's got some nice black and white text and things in it, but you know, it is about animals fighting and killing each other and things like that. Although it is a children's book. I mean, it looks like a library book, an ex-library book or a school book. Yeah, nice book, but some lovely paper. Might use it for a collage master book. but this is the one, and this one that I wanted. So Tom Kitten and this Foxwood Treasury. Now I have started collecting a few children's books. I collect all the Beatrix Potter ones. I've cut a few up, but not many. I am going to do a Beatrix Potter journal one of these fine days. At the minute, all I'm doing is either collecting the books or cutting all the beautiful pictures out and saving them. But one day I will. I don't know if it's just taking me back to my childhood or what. But these are just beautiful images in here. Really beautiful. Will make a nice, I mean, I don't know, I might do a children's journal. I mean, they don't have to be for children, but silence. Shh. Little hedgehog and, you know, Mrs. Tufty. I don't know what it is that's appealing to me. I think it must be something about my childhood. I'm just absolutely loving the pictures. That's nearly good enough to frame and have as a picture. Soaking the feet in the bath towels. Yeah, I've cut a couple out of here already. Yeah, it's just of an age, I think, isn't it? That's the thing. It's just of an age when, I suppose, at the age I would have read this, it would have been, you know, when I was really getting into books and loving books. You know, and it's become a lifelong love. So yeah, books were so beautifully illustrated when I was well, I felt they were when I was a child. You know, you can just look at that for it and get lots. Look, there's a little house here and a little hole where somebody lives. There's a little door there, a little window right up here. Just as a child, you would sit and look at that, or I would, for a long time, and find lots of things going on in that picture. Yeah, so sorry to bore you with my childhood, but yeah, that's I guess that's the reason behind the children's book. So of course this is Beatrix Potter, and it's got some of her original drawings in it. Again, like the Mary Cecily ones, they sharpen them up and make them a bit prettier and more for our years. But it is lovely to see. I mean, look at that with the mice and the chicken and the rabbits. Yeah, just lovely pictures, and they're all lovely small ones in Beatrix Potter's books. Beautiful artwork and small, so they're good for journal pockets and things like that. When I get around to it, I will. Yeah, and obviously just because there were five for £1, I just collected 5 rather than. So this one's Angeline the Ballerina, not necessarily my thing. A lot more modern children's book, but that's quite. That's quite sweet, isn't it? Yeah, some nice pictures in it actually, so yeah, they may well come in, I don't know. Just loving the pictures. And then the Enid Blyton one is, you can see it's really old as well. There's nothing in it that I want to use for junk journaling. £1.75 it cost new, but again, it's beautiful paper, and this may well be a really good portrait masterboard book. Yeah, collage book. Yeah, there's nothing in it particularly that I would use in my journals. But for 20p, I just tuck my chair in a bit, I'm sticking out. Then I got this fairy Bible, which I ummed and ahed about and I couldn't decide, and my legs started to ache so much, it was a charity bookshop, so I thought, well, just buy it and have a look at home. Yeah, and maybe it was a bit of a rash buy, because I don't know that there's anything particularly in it that I want. Obviously I can just take it back to the charity shop and let them resell it. You know, it's money for charity. It has got some flower fairies in it, but it's not Mary Cecily's. Cecily or Cicely? Flower fairies. It's got tree fairies in it, but they're not, I have to say, they're not particularly pretty fairies. And then there's things about making wishes and spells and what the church feels about fairies and things like that. It's definitely not my kind of thing. It's I think it's for people who seriously believe in spirit world and stuff like that. So yeah, I think that may well end up back, you know, finding fairies, and yeah, I think that one will end up back where it came from. But you know, we do these things. I thought I'd just, it's pretty, isn't it? Fairy trees. I thought I'd just share it with you anyway. What not to buy. And then these two from the car boot, you won't believe. I got the Flower Fairies one from the car boot. 10p each, these. So this is a pack of flower families. It says it's made in Austria, and it's a card game. And these are original paintings by Hubert Lechner, I think. And there is, I mean, it's a lovely box, lovely vintage box. It really is. I don't know. And there is this like Happy Families that you can play with it, or fours. And then there's a list of all the other games that you can get in it. But these are so they are flowers. Yeah, so you can see they're Austrian because they've got like I mean, I would say that was a Dutch girl with clogs and tulips and things, but you know, Holland and Austria close, and I don't know very much about geography. They may have been linked at one point, but yeah, so you can see they're very vintage, and you can see that the pictures are paintings from you know, from original paintings, and they're in sets of 4, just like the game says. So like there are 4 8s. Don't know if we can find 4s, 2 4s there. I haven't been playing with them. 3s. Let's see if I can find the other 8s, and then I can. Is there another 8? Yeah. So the sets of 4. So like the 4 8s are roses. So this one is a tea rose. This one is a polyantha rose. This one is a species rose, and this one is a pompone rose. You know, and they're all like that. So I just thought they would be nice aquatic plants, flowers of the meadow. Yeah, nice to make altered cards out of and put in journals. So it depends how much you want to alter them. Yeah, I may put some in Happy Mail, I may put some in the shop, we'll see. I'll definitely be putting a few in journals, and they are, you know, they're obviously vintage cards. From what era, I don't know. If you know more about them, you can let me know. But yeah, I mean, 10p. I'm like, is it worth even asking for? But that's what she wanted. And then these were 10p as well, which is Thomas Kinkade, who is very well known. They're just cards. I think everybody knows Thomas Kinkade, but there are, you know, like note cards. I think there's 14 in it out of a box of 18, and they're just plain white card there. You know, his picture, they're all the same picture. I think it's the Bridge of Faith by Thomas Kinkade. Yeah, 14 in them with the envelopes. I mean, it was worth 10p just for those envelopes, wasn't it? Oh, come out. Oh, they are really nice quality envelopes as well. They are really thick. They're not thin. Gosh. Yeah, and as you probably saw, envelope seals. So there are quite a few little sticky seals. Close your envelope with the same picture. I mean, 10p. I definitely will be using some of those, and yeah, putting some in Happy Mail too. Okay, so I told you I'd show you, and I've shown you. Now I want to take a few pages out of this book just to have a little look at them. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? So let's find the first centrepiece, which is there at the bibliography, and now I usually use my knife, my craft knife for this, so let's get it on a bend a little bit. Obviously I don't know where my craft knife is. I did bring one with me, I remember putting one in, but do I know where it is? Not really. Not at all. And I don't think I'm going to be using this page for anything, so if I do cut through it, am I going through 2? No. Gone through 2 there? No. Yes. 2. That's it. Gosh, that's a bit close, it's sending me bog-eyed. Whoa. Right, let's see what full pages we get out of this front bit. Oh yeah, we're into them straight away. Isn't that beautiful? Hairy buttercup. How many different buttercups are there? Meadow buttercup, they look very much the same. Bulbous buttercup, creeping buttercup, Jersey buttercup, they all look identical to me. a corn buttercup and a hairy buttercup. Well, I haven't got any room to put them when I take them apart. That's what I wanted, a double picture, but that one's probably stuck in. It is. I had a feeling I needed to go to the middle of the next one. So it's British Isles wildflowers. I mean, wildflowers are lovely, aren't they? There's just something about them, as opposed to the, you know, the ones that look at all those poppies that we cultivate. I'm just trying to find the middle of where I need to be. These are going to be lovely pages to play with. I think I've gone past it. Yeah, that's it. I just want to take a few out to show you. Oh, it is a very heavy book. Yep, so like I say, in a minute when I've taken some of these apart, I will I'll be looking at the planner with you. It's another beautiful, well, it's afternoon here now, another beautiful afternoon in the UK. We've had a few now, through the glass. Yeah, it's not so cold when you go out, you have to put your coat on, but yeah, it's lovely through the conservatory glass here. Yeah, it's lovely thick paper too as well. Yeah, let me know if you've had this book or you've seen this book. Just like I say, I've not seen anybody show it, but it's hard to remember books, isn't it? They're all stuck in them. So we'll leave it at those few. Let's have a look. Yeah, and let me know what you've done with it. So I'm thinking, yeah, it's really thick. I mean, they would trim down and make beautiful journal pages just on their own. Yeah, they'll make lovely envelopes, you know, happy mail envelopes. Yeah, and obviously some of them are going to fussy cut beautiful. I mean, even that's nice, isn't it, with all the greenery? I don't know if it's because we're coming out of winter and the green seems nice and fresh and vibrant. But yeah, just a, you know, just a snapshot of it even. Lovely, yeah. So I'm really, really pleased with that. It's beautiful, beautiful book. And yeah, like you saw. Yeah, well, there's 213 pictures with the actual plates on, 213 pages. I suppose you can half that because they're double-sided. So yeah, 100 pages like that. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so I'll just get the planner and things out and I will be back with you in a moment. Well, I was coming on to do some work on the journal, but the planner, but I've changed my mind. I've probably been here too long. It is the next day. I've been out for my physio this morning, and yeah, I shouldn't really sit here too much longer. So I am going to make a tuxedo pocket with you. Now I know these are not new. They've been around. Lots of people have done them. I've done them myself before, but I was just watching. I've got it here. Someone who I've just subscribed to, Clarty Hands Crafts. I was just watching her make some. And it reminded me, so that's the good thing about watching people. It reminds you of things you make and you've forgotten about. I've said it several times. So yeah, so I just started having a play and I really loved it. So I thought, yeah, I'll make a couple more. So I've got 3, and then the planner will be in 2 days' time, because tomorrow we will be back with the giveaway journal. Yep, so it's a tuxedo pocket. If you don't know, you know, it's that the double V there that makes it look like a tuxedo jacket. Yeah, so it's got a pocket at the front. It's got a flip up for journaling. That just holds that down if you want it to. Same here, it's got a pocket that I haven't embellished. A flip up for journaling, and they're really, really easy to make, and I haven't made them for a long time. And then anything you want inside, so I've just put a pocket and yeah, a tag, which is just a piece of one of the Stamperia, I think, paper, and just one of my little snippet bits on the top. And then all this for journaling. Of course, you can go to town, you can put an extra pocket on the bottom, you could have tucks in here, all sorts of things. They really are brilliant little things. So we're going to make a couple of those and then we'll call it a video. So yeah, I've got one folded from just plain cream paper. This is A4. I just folded it by guesstimate, and then just trimmed down the side with a trimmer. So all I did was fold it up as big as I wanted the pocket to be. Might be a bit big, that actually. And then yeah, you fold it in 3s. I'll show you in a minute with that one, so that they overlap each other like that. Let's do this one, and then we'll do them both together. Yeah, so you really want paper that's not dimensional, or directional I should say, but you do want it double-sided. Now I've forgotten her name now, gosh, the lady I was watching, I could have a guess, but I've spoken to so many people this morning that yeah, I might be taught naming one of those instead, so I won't. I'll put it in the description. Does that go that way or that way, do we think? That way. No, it's not directional particularly, but yeah, just looks better that way to me. So I'm just turning it up. Let me give you some measurements. I'm only guessing. So I've turned that one up 2 inches. So yeah, this is a 12 by 12 that I've cut down, so slightly wider. So that would be 4, 8, 12, wouldn't it? That'd be like 4 inches if it's 12 for each piece. Yeah, thereabouts. Should we try that? Rather than just doing it by hand, we'll say by eye rather. So I kind of want 4 in the middle, don't I? So 4 to there is 8. So if anything, the back needs to be ever so slightly, but not much bigger. Let's try it. I'm folding it that way. No, you fold it the opposite way. So those are on the outside. So that's my mark. So about there, I'm guessing, is where I want it. Like I say, if you do it too big, you can very easily refold it, or you can chop a bit off with your scissors or chopper, which is what my preferred instrument is. Yeah, that one's going to be a little bit shorter, I feel. Oh, maybe not. No, that's pretty good actually. Yay, measuring works. Who would have thought it? Okay, there we go. Yeah, lovely. So that really is just about it. So we've got 2 pieces that fold out like that, and then all you do is take this piece and fold it down square. If you've left yourself enough room with the pocket, which I haven't, so I don't suppose it has to be square, does it? Actually, it's quite nice to see that little pop of different behind it, I think. So that one's going that way, this one needs to come out this way. I had to think about that a little bit. Yep, so as square as you can get it. Well, that one nearly has. How strange that that one's left a bigger. Yeah, I'm not going to try and get my head around the mathematics of that. Yeah, so you've got journaling there, you've got journaling there, you'll have your pocket or whatever in the middle, and then these 2 will be pockets because we'll glue them down. Now, what was I saying? Yes, the lady who I watched made hers in coffee dyed paper, which I haven't done before, and that really did make it easy. Yeah, for journaling and for then embellishing, you know, putting pretties on. So I'll show you that again because, yep, I did follow her originally to get that first one. Yeah, I think it's because that's a bit shorter there. So maybe measuring doesn't work for me after all. Yeah, so I did it in the the Amazon paper. Now, of course, you can have one on the back, in the back as well. That can be a pocket there. But I think mine are going to sit down into the book. Well, you can decide at the time, can't you, what you're going to do with them. There's one of those cards from earlier, just holding it closed. Yeah, so for this one, all I did was I cut a square out of my paper, cut it in half, and I put, you can see, put half of it up there and half of it down there. Now obviously I'm using pretty paper here, so I don't necessarily have to do that, but what I do need perhaps is a square under here for writing on, although that can be written on, can't it? I think I'd rather have that the right way? Or was that the right way? Let me show you what, I think that will fold a little bit further. I think I was just being wimpy. Let's try it. No, not very much. No, perhaps not. We'll go back with the original fold, it's spoiling it. Yeah, I think I might rather have something pretty in there. So let's have a look what we've got, because I've got me offcuts here. Now obviously this is much thicker paper than the coffee dyed that I used earlier, so it could always have a fastener. Like I say, there's loads and loads of these tutorials for these out there, so I'm wondering about that gold. Have I got any more of it? Got loads of it somewhere. Not sure if that's quite big enough or if it would even go. No. This one. It's more shabby, isn't it? Let's have a look at this one then. Yeah. Oh, and actually that's not going to be a bad pencil. Oh, shall I have a ruler as well? Let's go the whole hog. Yep, that's not going to be a bad fit on there at all, is it? I kind of need that point. Yep, shall we go for there? Kind of across there. Let's have a look then. Yep, so they were very pleased with me at physio this morning. The Susan, the lady is called, she's a lovely lady. Yeah, considering, you know, the problems I had with pulling my back and what have you. She had me on an exercise bike. Now I didn't I didn't turn the pedals all the way around. Obviously there's no way I could do that, so I was just kind of doing backwards and forwards motions in, you know, about 180 degrees, not 360, but yeah, it made me think, gosh, I can't wait to get back on a bike again. It's yeah, I said to the Susan and Tania, it's been well over 3 years minimum since I was on a bike. Yeah, and I did used to like it, exercise wise. In fact, I don't even have my bike now, so yeah, that might be something to look forward to, getting a bike and going out for a bike ride. Yeah, should have done that before I glued it down, shouldn't I? Silly. Yeah, so ink round your piece first if you want it inking. So yeah, I can bend it more than I could when I saw her a fortnight ago, and I can straighten it more than I could. So I think I'm 4 degrees now, they measure it in degrees, 4 degrees off straight, and the bend, I think now I'm up to about 84. When I first had it done in hospital, I was struggling to get it to 50 something degrees bent, so it needs to be, you know, as high as possible. Yeah, it's a bit wonky looking, isn't it? But right, was that one from there? I can't remember which way round I had it. Don't suppose it matters. No, I think I was putting it on there. Yeah, so more kind of shabby chic colours going on here again, aren't they? I think. Yeah, I'm definitely, without thinking about it, heading towards the summery colours now. Oh, I didn't show you my bunny rabbit. Can you see it? It's that there? I don't think you can. Yeah, so we went and had a coffee and a cake in the coffee shop, because I had to go and have my bloods done this morning as well. So we had an hour between the two. Yep, so we popped in the shop next to the coffee shop. Can you see that? Oh, I think you can. It's my Easter bunny, and she's got a tail under her skirt, look. I was wondering why her skirt was stuck out at the back. It's a tail. I hope you can see that. Yep, so that's for my new craft room Easter. I couldn't resist. Did I have some more of that? Oops. So yeah, unfortunately the blood result was not as good as my is that upside down? Let's cut it off. Yeah, my bloods are not good, but I think that's it's to do with the medication. I'm not overly worried, they don't like it. They don't like it when they're not right. But yeah, they adjust my medication and it goes right again, so we'll get there. How much did I have round off? Quite a bit, didn't I? But it just means I've got to go next week again, so when they're right I only have to go every 3 weeks or so. Yep, and when they're not I have to go every week, so never mind. That will explain an awful lot why I've been as tired as I have been, though, because they are, so the count is half as much as what it should be. It should be low anyway, so it should be 3.5 and I'm at 6, which is, you know, twice as low clotting wise as I should be. So yeah, they're not awful keen, just because if I cut myself, you know, I will seriously bleed. So I'll just have to be even more careful for the next few days while the medication change brings it to where it should be. But did I use this? I think I did. Yeah, I kind of had a feeling it would be when I went back on my painkillers full, because they do affect it. They told me that a long time ago, so yeah, well, some good news, some not so good news, but I'm pleased my knee's doing well. That's the big thing at the moment. Yep, and then what did I have next? Oh, pocket in the back. What did I do with all? It's a good way to use all your pieces of thicker scrapbooking, you know, paper up. A bit thick for collaging for my liking. Right, what we're kind of shabby. That's a very, yeah, let's have a piece of that. I don't want this edge, I think. So I think that's just about all my news. About now where the pink flowers. It is afternoon now. It's well, it's nearly tea time here in the UK, but yeah, because we were out, we had a very late lunch, so we won't be heading off for tea, but I think I'll be heading off for a snooze. That's why, let's move Bunny out of the way. I think that's why I had a snooze yesterday. probably my blood. That's my excuse anyway. Nothing to do with old age. And yeah, we'll have a divot out of it. Dirty that, I like it. Yeah, so I hope it's not too dark, because like I say, it is. The sun is on its way down. Oh, yeah, it's so warm in the conservatory because the sun's been on it all day again. It's been a beautiful day. Cold and windy outside, but sunny, you know, beautiful through the conservatory windows. So you can, yeah, you can hear somebody in the garden next door. If you can pick it up at all, that is. You may not even hear anything. Yeah, that's nice, isn't it? Yeah, I think that's okay for journaling on that, to be honest. And I think there'll be plenty of journaling when we get something in it. So a tag, 2 pieces. Do we want some embellishment on here? Of course we do. We've got a few little bits. Let's have a look what we've got. We've got some shiny pieces. They're a bit blue, aren't they? Painted lady. Butterfly. Ooh. Yeah, I think that might be a yes on there, don't you? No, it's got that gold. Right. Shall I put it on? And then it won't keep falling everywhere. That was an easy one. Now, of course, you can embellish the pocket on the back and you can embellish the pocket inside. I didn't do on the other one. I don't think I'm going to, because this one is going to be quite chunky and may need a fastener on it. it will be, I've got a few things now that actually want to be stood under some heavy books, and I've got all those heavy books from this morning, so yeah, they may, or from earlier on this video, it was yesterday actually, they may well be yeah, pressed into use straight away. Right, so anything particularly for the back? American Homes, oh, you're not going to fit in anyway, are you? It's about this little lady from Tania. No, she's too small. I think we're going to have to make a tag again from some of the card we've got. Let's just remind ourselves what we've got here. Shame that's not big enough. I love that dotty. Well, that's kind of tag shaped, isn't it? Oh, it's a similar, very similar. Oh, and it's white on the back, so yeah, we want double-sided. It might have to be a piece of, oh, look at that, the Stamperia paper. So this is the Forest, it's not Forest Friends, I don't think, it's Forest something, like in that bird there, so let's have it. Is it going to be tall enough to stand out? Let's see. I quite like the writing on it too. Oh, what was that? Oh, all my little embellishments hit the floor. Oh, what am I doing? Yeah, so about 3.5 inches we think. Yeah, just past his tail. Maybe not quite. So let's have a look. Yeah, in but tight, so let's just make sure it's straight. Take another tiny smidge off it, and let's round the bottoms. Didn't look. They just go in that little bit easier, don't they, when they're not quite pointy. That's it. Are they going in? Oh yes. Oh, it just pops out lovely there. Let's get rid of that then. And that, and that, and that, and that. And put the lid on that a moment. Right. Do we want him? I think we do. We want the shape of a tag going on. And have a look if the back is good enough for journaling on, which I think it might be. Yes, I think it will be. Right, what are we going to put on the top to pull it? Shall I have a look at the snippet bits again? Lovely. Of course, that could go on the page with a divot out there as well and have another one behind, couldn't it? You don't want to go in. We don't want you that far in anyway, do we? Okay, let's have a look if we've got a bit of something. So these are the page edge snippets. Oh, I've got a bit of that. No. No. No, no. No, not feeling that this time. That is what this was. That was a piece of a snippet. But we could make our own, couldn't we? Because we've got plenty of bits. So let's... No. What did I do with them all? Don't know what I've done with all my little bits of... Let's have a look in here. Oh, there's a piece, look. And a piece of lace, and another piece. There we go. Oh, that's even got gold around it. I think a piece of that was probably meant to be on there, wasn't it? Do you have that bit? Now where is the gold? Good question. You can probably hear I've got some little drawers now. Yay. To keep some of the bits in that I keep throwing off the edge of my desk. That's it, let's have some gold on it. And shall we go further and have some bling on it? Love some bling. What have we got? These. Right, how are we going to put you on there? You're quite big still, aren't you? Just don't want to lose that bird. I hope you can see. Yep, still a bit too big. Take a little bit more down there. Don't want to lose that lace. Yep, that's better. Do we like these? I like these little tiny. Yep, I thought you might. They're called flat back pearls, but they look more like little rivets to me. Yeah, I obviously need some tweezers or something to pick them up in my rather large hands. Yay, I'm on it. Yeah, just a couple, I think. I might put some on the pocket itself. Oh, got the shakes. It's because I'm hanging on to that, I think. Yep, put it on the top of there. Come out, come out. Got fibres now on my glue. Do you think that was enough? I might ink the back of that with gold once it's dry. Oh, come on, in you go. In. It's a bit tight. That's it. Do I want some on the front or not? Perhaps down there, a couple. Let's put a couple on there. Just to mirror that up there. 1, 2. Okay. That was easy. Let's see if we can do this as easy. Yeah, it'd be nice if they were bigger. Oh, well done. Smudge. Oh, Denise. You probably can't even see the fight that I'm having with my thumbs yet. I've got glue stuck to me, so definitely need some tweezers. Right, I've got that one in. Would have been easy if I'd used the fatter ones, but they were silver. And I wanted the goldy coloured ones. Oh, straight line. Yeah, like that. Okay, so are you going to have a go at a Tuxedo Pocket R3? I've definitely enjoyed making that. And yeah, I'll probably be making some more. But tomorrow, not today. I've got one folded ready just in plain paper. Okay, thank you so much for staying with me. I hope you enjoyed, yeah, seeing what I bought. Oops, and watching the Tuxedo Pockets. Give me a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it. Chat to me in the comments, and of course, I'd love to see you back tomorrow when we will be working on the the giveaway journal again, filling it now with some embellishments. Yeah, might put a Velcro dot on that as well. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.